Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Coming up, the exciting return of Who Sucks Less. First time for a few emails from The Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
We'll jump right into the birthdays, guys. My niece is having her birthday today. Can she please get a little kid fish sandwich? Thanks so much. That from Tom in Olympia. It doesn't say what his niece's name is, so
Tom's niece.
You have Uncle Tom, and it's your birthday today.
Easy.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, gentlemen, I want to welcome Jessica to her 20s in proper style with the Dirty Germans. Give her some advice on how to spice up her role play in D&D. Many thanks, guys. That from Paul the OT.
Yeah, somebody tells the people that you have an elven vagina and then costume it properly.
So, if you want to spice up some role play, may I add some spicy tuna?
Yeah, and how about this? Instead of playing D&D, simply play DD and D.
So, if you want the D ends the D, we'll be by.
Yeah, that's just why they call us the Dirty Germans, also known as D&D.
Right, D&D is the one where you got to be like a wizard or some crap, right?
Right, you pick a character kind of person and roll a lot of dice.
All of it it's my buddy Casey's 21st birthday today. How about some thrill shotgun gets, and then Coach Ted telling him how to keep the faith for his Premier League club, Newcastle. Keep it classy, gentlemen. That from Toby. Get.
What do you say, Miles? Keep the faith for who?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach loves watching the Prem. And go to hell. I'm an Arsenal fan. We're playing Newcastle this weekend. Don't keep the faith. You guys left the Prem years ago. You barely got back in. You probably, you might get relegated.
Wow.
Well, literally, we're playing Sunday mornings, getting up for it.
All of it today is my wife, Cassidy's 29th lap around the sun. Can she get some words of encouragement from Coach Ted on how to take her last year before her dirty 30 hits her? That's from her younger husband, Taylor.
Ooh, all right, Taylor's younger. So remember, what's her name?
Her name is Cassidy.
All right, Cassidy, you gotta keep the excitement going because, frankly, you're the older one in the relationship. Last year, before your 30s, I'd say go out, have a lot of fun. Next year, there'll be baby talk and marriage talk and this and that. Or are they already married?
Yeah, they're married.
Oh, yeah, there's probably already a baby there. Either way, listen, everything's going to change next year. It's going to be completely different. So this year, enjoy it, live it up. And frankly, if you can go out this year and do stuff, go do it.
All of it, fellas, want to give a birthday shout out to my amazing sister, Tori Tornado, a.k.a. T-Money, a.k.a. Little Beef, a.k.a. Burger. Whew. Can I get is it too early for a fish sandwich? And the Dirty German's talking about painting with her gouache. That from the Holly Diver.
Too early to get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, I do not know what a gouache is, but I like the way it sounds, and I want to put my face there.
Yeah, gouache is one of those things. It's kind of like fish. It's depending on the scent and where you find it. It can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, we'll do blindfolded. Blake, Ted, take a smell. Do you think that is the gouache?
Well, if it's fresh, it shouldn't smell.
Oh, I'll get you some gouache wash.
Yeah, who knows? Sometimes I look at the gouache and I want to have sex with it. Sometimes I look at the gouache and I'm not sure if I'm at a restaurant.
Pacholos, can I get a birthday shout out to my amazing wife, Stephanie, in honor of her 32nd birthday? You are the sticky stuff that keeps us all together. I love you. Can we get a cut that bitch off? And the Dirty German's talking about how much she loves to chow down on some saucy buffalo chicken wings. Thanks, guys, and rock on. That from Niall.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Yeah, first, I will be the sicky stuff that keeps us together, and I'm glad you let you chow down on these buffalo wings, as my penis has often been described as looking like a little chicken wing.
Yeah, so in Germany we have strict rules on the chicken wings. The females can only eat little drummies, so you have to suck some whole.
No flats?
So, flats are manly.
Guys, I want to wish my husband a happy 33rd birthday today. His name is Chris. Can you ask the dirty Germans what to do for him on his birthday?
Yeah, you know what to do. Pretend you're yawning and let him go from there.
Yeah, so what we call that? Make one of the heads in the car disappear.
Yeah.
Guys, it's my mom Dee's birthday. Can you all wish her a happy birthday with an original fish sandwich and the dirty Germans? Thanks, guys. That from Casey.
Fish sandwich?
Yeah, I want to have sex with you. I'll try not to be turned off by the fact that your whole name is D.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mrs. Nuts.
Guys, none of my family or friends are going to write in for me because they're way too lame. So I'm going to ask for the Disney characters' words of advice about turning 38 years old. That from Brandon.
Well, guys, 38's a real special number to old Goofster here. Because the first time he had sex with another dog, that's the exact number of nipples she had on her belly.
It's funny. A lot of people love coming to the park, but they're always looking at the dog nipples. Nobody looks at mouse nipples. Miles, do you know how many nipples a mouse has?
Many? I'm going to guess 2.
It's more than 2. Guess you're not into mouse stuff. Yeah, enjoy turning 38. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 6. Mike, can we find out how many nipples the average mouse has?
Here goes my search history.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Couple of extra emails. You got an update there for us, Mike?
I do. Thank you for putting that on my search history. It says they have 6 anterior teeth.
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah!
10 in total.
Oh.
Okay. 10 in total.
Also, that might be the first time I've ever seen the word teats written out.
Really?
EATS.
I'm just saying,
is it T-E-A-T-S?
Correct.
I thought it was T-E-E.
It's 1 hour away from a treat.
If I had a restaurant named that, I'd go.
Right?
Subject is,
come on down to Pete's Teats.
Cool teacher. Guys, I know I'm speaking for a lot of people. The coolest teacher I ever had was my auto shop teacher, Mr. Don. If you fell asleep in his class, he would throw a firecracker underneath your chair to demonstrate combustion. All around, just an amazing guy with a sick sense of humor. Rock and LARP on, skinless bangers. That from Justin.
Oh, yeah. What up, Justin?
Guys, I was in college. Everyone suspected one of our professors to be an absolute drunk. No one wanted first row seats at his class because he always just reeked of alcohol. Well, one day, our professor did not show up for our 9 a.m. class, which was not unusual for him. But later that day, we found from a local news agency that he was caught driving to work with a .24 blood alcohol level.
Damn.
TV crew interviewed him at the scene since he was caught in a minor accident. His response to why he was drunk driving was, well, I had gazpacho for breakfast, and you know you can't eat that without vodka. Now, all this happened in Bulgaria, so the consequences were not too severe. He got to keep his job to the end of the school year and then was made to retire early. Thanks, guys, for all the laughs. That from Victoria.
Now, the men's room wants to know who sucks last?
Yay! Time for Who Sucks Last. Steve Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. It is up to us to determine of these 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you like KISW on Facebook or you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And like I said, not necessarily brutal. All of them involve violence, and all these people are jackasses. One of these stories we believe our very own Mike Hawk may cover. Actually, you may have had all 3 of them. But today, they're not in the news. They're on Who Sucks Less. Let's start with a woman who, well, she's from Florida. That should almost explain it all. Long story short, she was a passenger in an Uber, and unprovoked. Keep in mind, the man is driving down the road. They're not stopped. She sunk her teeth into the neck of the Uber driver and then choked him from behind in a bloody, unprovoked assault. The 55-year-old woman, she was seated behind the victim as he drove his Toyota near her home late on a Saturday afternoon. And while the car was in motion, she reached forward, proceeded to choke the victim from behind. Initially, she throttled the driver with her 2 hands, then wrapped her arms around his throat. And as the driver sought to pull the vehicle over, she managed to crawl forward into the center console and bite him on the neck, drawing blood. Then she scratched him across the chest, which caused a large red color mark, traces of blood visible, etc. But the attack did not stop there. Oh, no. The defendant, as they say, continued to bite, strangle, and claw the victim, who was unable to defend himself as he was being attacked from behind. The assault only ended after a witness came to the aid of the driver. The driver, meanwhile, complaining he couldn't breathe. And the witness finally pulled him free of the woman's grasp. And then someone else took a picture of her, splayed out across the Toyota's driver's seat. And then another image shows the bite mark on the driver's neck.
Which was deep. That was, she got a hold of him.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, she was charged with aggravated battery, etc., etc., etc. But, yeah, it was bad. But the witnesses took the picture and said, look, you're going to need this because no one's going to believe you, right? But this woman, yeah. Now, we stay in Florida, where an ex-con is back behind bars after she struck her male roommate in the face with their cat. Police say that Wendy Hurd, 56, and the 73-year-old victim, they were involved in a verbal argument in their Largo, Florida home when the dispute turned violent. Cops say that she took their cat and threw it onto the victim's face, causing the cat to scratch the victim's face. She then followed that up by striking the man in the face with a fist. Now, the victim suffered minor injuries during the incident, for which she was arrested for domestic battery on a person over the age of 65, which is a felony in Florida, by the way. She's being held in county jail in lieu of $4,000 bond, blah, blah, blah. So they get in an argument, she grabs the cat, throws the cat in someone's face. Now, let's go to Minnesota, where they say a man angered that the mother of his son got him a quarter pounder. Instead of the Big Mac that he requested from McDonald's, he argued with her before throwing her to the ground, swiping money from the victim's purse. Now, responding to what they're calling a flurry of 911 calls about a disturbance at a residence, a cop was told by the victim that she was assaulted by this guy. And according to the criminal complaint, the 39-year-old man was visiting for the last few days with the victim. They are co-parents of a child, all right? Well, the woman told police that he was upset because she got him a quarter pounder instead of a Big Mac from McDonald's. An argument ensued, and then he threw it to the ground against a dresser. She said her son was in the room, he's 3 years old, by the way, screaming while this is going on. She then said that he went into the kitchen, removed money from her purse, so she confronted him, and she says she sprayed him with a can of mace. Well, the police investigated that. It wasn't a can of mace. It was hornet spray. Either way, it did the trick. He fled the home. He was subsequently apprehended and charged with a pair of misdemeanor domestic assault accounts.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, quite the group today.
Yeah, like I said,
I saw the bite mark from that guy driving.
Yeah.
She could have killed them both. He could have driven off the road.
What's the point? He's driving.
He's in the act of driving. He's strapped into his seat. She's got him in a chokehold, and the mark on the back of his neck is pretty substantial. And it sounds to me like she would have choked him out if it wasn't for the bystanders coming in and
he finally managed to pull over because he didn't want to crash. He's still going to get her crazy ass off of him.
The guy, if they accidentally put a quarter pounder in my bag instead of a Big Mac, no offense, Mike, I would be highly pissed off. I would not take it to that level. I just don't think the quarter pounder is a superior burger to the Big Mac. I know you're a quarter pounder guy. I happen to be a Big Mac guy. So, but I just don't like the quarter pounder at all. And, if you know me and you go to McDonald's and you give me a quarter pounder, I'm like, I don't even know you. Who the hell are you? You know I don't eat quarter pounders, right? But not to the level where I lose my mind and throw you to the ground. I'm still going to eat the quarter pounder. I'm just going to be wishing it was a Big Mac.
Sure.
So I'm not going to get violent. Obviously, this upset the kid.
Bun.
And there's a reason.
Why pay for beef when you can pay for bread?
There's a reason that these two are not together on a permanent basis. I'm going to say the Florida woman who attacked her roommate in the face throwing a cat at her. Strangely enough, I'm going to say that sucks the least.
Why did she throw the cat at her?
I don't know what they started arguing about, but they started arguing, and she decided, I'm tired of your face. She grabbed the cat, who was conveniently located within arm's reach, and threw it on his face. Because cats, once they go through the air, they always spread their claws out. Right. That's the whole thing. And no offense, I agree with Miles that it sucks the least, only because we used to do this to each other as teenagers. That poor cat princess. But it'd be the thing
throw
fast.
The cats back and forth. I mean, the Uber thing is really bad. The only reason I would cut that a little slack is just because it's an old lady doing the attacking.
I think she was like 55.
Yeah, 55.
So she
was 55?
Yeah. She was hammered.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, she was.
I thought she was in her 70s.
No.
Hold on.
It's the same one we watched earlier, right? With the Sonics guy?
Yeah, she's 55 years old.
Damn.
Now, keep in mind, the woman who threw the cat was 56.
Well, that seems like if you said, I don't know. Sorry. I watched the video of the lady choking out the dude. I really thought she was in her 70s. But a 57-year-old lady throwing a cat doesn't seem that odd.
You look about 70 at 55 when you
live in Florida and do what she's
right
doing.
In the sun. Yeah, but Miles is right. That's got to suck the least. Just because the one dude, throwing a woman to the ground because she got you the wrong burger.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
and your kids in the room.
You still have McDonald's,
right?
Which means you still have fries.
But whatever your reaction when your child's in the room, I would expect any parent to act better in that situation. Mm-hmm. I'm obviously wrong, and I'm a fool, but I would expect that you would act better in that situation.
Also, there's nothing that you could bring me from McDonald's or they could accidentally put in my bag that I would not be willing to eat. The only thing that would really make me mad is like one of the 4-piece nuggets. Yeah, that's for the Happy Meal. It's just not enough nuggets. But
not enough nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, anything else on the menu, I'd be like, you know what? I'll eat it. It's fine.
Tell you, one time somebody brought me nuggets with no sauce.
Did you lose it?
I didn't lose it, but
you wanted to.
It was very awkward.
Yeah. Did you ask for sauce?
Yeah, I think you know what, he may have too, but it was very awkward. And then there was a lot of nuggets. There was some the next morning. And I think I sent him a text and said, "Wish I had sauce."
You can't eat the nuggets without sauce.
I mean, you can.
Have you had them without sauce?
No.
You want sauce?
Okay, yeah,
I'll just say that.
I'm asking. I don't know. I never get it.
I mean, nuggets are a very specific urge. This is after like a local show. We're back at the place. Don't worry, I'm coming by with nuggets. Like, yes.
Then no sauce. It's like
no
I
sauce.
brought you a pizza. There's no cheese on it, but it's pizza.
Comes with it.
It'd be like ketchup.
Debate continues on Who Sucks Less. If you like KISW on Facebook, you are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
99.9 KISW. The men's room is in progress.
Coming up in just minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a new study found that using night shift mode on your phone at night does not help you sleep better.
What is night shift mode? I never messed with my phone.
It darkens the screen. It kind of turns the whites black and the blacks white. That way you see more of a darker screen. It's not.
Is this for like if you read your phone in bed or whatever?
Right. If you're laying in bed surfing on
more for hurting your eyes.
Right.
So if you're trying to sleep, your eyes should be closed.
Right. Yeah, you're not trying to sleep. It doesn't matter.
With your phone in front of your face.
Right.
I'll read and sleep.
The lack of sleep has little to do with the brightness of your phone while you're scrolling. It's the fact that you're scrolling, comprehending what you're reading. You're reading stressful material because you like a whole bunch of different news sites on your Facebook and Twitter, and all of which are telling you the same thing, that you need to be very afraid and very angry at everything. You read the comments, you know.
Avoid the comments.
Get off your doggone phone before you go to bed.
Hey, look, I'm guilty of it too.
Oh, yeah.
You lay there for 10 minutes, can't go to sleep, like, I'll just check something.
No, I'm angry.
That's right. You know what I do? I turn on a stupid show that I don't care about anymore, that's entertaining enough for me, and I'm out within 2 minutes.
That's exactly it. Or start reading a book.
There you go.
I mean, that's a guaranteed way to fall asleep.
Read one of my wife's books.
I have heard not to read before you go to sleep because it will actually train your brain to get tired while it's reading. They tell people that who are studying or that are like in college, don't read books before you go to bed, because as you're studying textbooks, which are already hard to stay awake through,
see, the difference is when I was in college, they made you read things that you did not want to read because you're trying to learn the curriculum.
Yep.
I pick and choose what I read now. So in my world, reading is now fun. You know what I mean? Then it was not necessarily fun.
Yeah, my issue with reading to go to sleep is I read, I'm like, all right, put the book down. Then you just kind of lay in there again.
Then start reading again.
Right, then
And
it's
it's
like,
a one page. It's taking me 40 minutes to read 5 pages.
I was going to say, mine is I just went through 2 paragraphs and I didn't retain any of it.
Right.
It's time to put the book down.
But I'm with Mike. Now I go old school. I even do it when I'm watching TV at night. Like I gotta put the phone in the other room.
That's right.
Because you'll look up something,
Right.
you miss something, and then at nighttime, that sleep timer's my man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love the sleep timer, man. My big TV doesn't have it. It pisses me off. Someone planted a bomb in a porta potty in Colorado.
Why?
I don't know. Luckily, nobody was hurt.
Yeah. You're already using a porta potty, which means you're probably not in the best mood. But
Yeah.
even if you're in a great mood, I'm at a festival, I'm having a great time. The moment I have to use the porta potty, especially if I got to sit down,
Right.
this is my bummer moment because I do not want to be in here.
If I could have held it, I would have.
Right.
It's a few minutes that
is-
you have to endure.
Yeah,
Right,
trust
right.
me, I've been fighting off these pains for an hour before I made it this far.
Exactly. 2 men in Pennsylvania agreed to meet and fight, but ended up stabbing each other.
No, let's fight.
That's a fight, right?
Yeah.
They both face aggravated assault charges, which I completely disagree with. They agreed to meet each other and fight. The purpose of, we are going to go to this park and engage in fisticuffs, which eventually turned into knives.
Just call it combat.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You agreed to fight somebody.
You agreed to do it.
Just because one of them went dirty and then the other one went just as dirty doesn't mean that they didn't agree to be here.
It's premeditated assault.
Yeah.
I feel like, but if you both do it, I'd be like,
Yeah, on both of them.
But yeah, it's
you learned your
premeditated
lesson.
mutual assault.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
It's meet me at the flagpole after school.
Right. Let's do this thing. Let's bring back dueling. There's a rabbi in an Orthodox Jewish community in Israel that's been accused of actually being an undercover Christian missionary looking to convert people to Christianity.
That is a lot of work to go through.
It really is.
To become a rabbi in Israel at an Orthodox church
Right.
in Israel.
Right.
Right? I mean, that's
He is a
like
leader
A plus level, right?
in Orthodox Jewish Israel.
You got to wonder who came up with that one.
Well, I mean, he should know half of it,
Yeah.
but I bet he doesn't.
Right.
You know? It's like saying I saw one Harry Potter movie, but I didn't see the second one.
Right.
All right, well, all right, maybe you saw both, I only saw one, but you know what it's based on, because your religion is based on someone else's religion.
Right. This
So you
started
should-
what you
Yeah,
now
exactly.
do. So there's a reason why some of what he says
Makes
might
sense.
overlap.
Right, because it's the Old Testament.
So you have the new one.
Right.
And a lot of that came from the old one. So he has a lot of what he says.
Like, you can talk Star Wars and still know The Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
It's not that big of a deal. Problem is, half the time, they don't know Star Wars.
Right. The CEO of a $2 billion startup company was fired for taking LSD before a work meeting.
All right.
He was flying.
The CEO? What?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say who cares, but you're the CEO. So would the board has to vote you out, I guess?
Yeah, I believe that's what ended up
Because you
happening.
showed up tripping on
He
LSD.
said he
Right.
took a microdose.
Well, I would say
which
that
is
too.
not
He's
a
still
lot.
on LSD in a work meeting. You're the CEO of a $2 billion company.
I'll be high all the time.
How'd they know?
If he was
have
an ass,
told
he
him.
probably told him.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he took a microdose, in
You wouldn't
theory,
say anything.
He
And-
wouldn't. He wouldn't be that high. I mean, look, you got to know what you're doing. Again, when you're talking microdose, you're talking 1/16th, 1/18th.
That's why I don't think he may have even thought that he was microdosing if it's not something he's familiar with.
Right.
Because some say, oh, yeah, it's a microdose, right? And so that's what he knows. But if you didn't tell them and they could tell, it's like it wasn't a microdose, man.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I feel like if you went in, look, because you're the CEO of a $2 billion company, hey guys, I microdose for the meeting. Maybe they're happy, maybe they're not. It doesn't matter. But I can handle my crap during the meeting. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm saying this guy went in and they're like, there's something wrong with Ed today.
Right.
What kind of company was it?
It was a $2 billion company.
I hope it's a pharmaceutical one.
All right.
It's a startup company, it says. A new study found services like Lyft and Uber cause an increase in traffic congestion.
How is that? I know there was some
Because there's a lot of people who just drive around waiting for something to pop up. So in other words, I don't really have a fare, but
I
I'm in
got
an
you.
area,
I'm on the road,
and
okay.
if someone hits me, I know that normally things pop up here, but I'm just circling the block waiting.
Right. And it also
Okay,
puts
all right.
more people on the road than would be there because now they're fishing in areas trying to get those fares, like you said.
But I don't think it's that. It's more of just that people that used to take mass transit now will take an
taking
Uber.
Uber. Right, okay.
That's another thing.
Plus, if you live in a neighborhood like I do where parking's at a minimum, like, keep it moving.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Actually, on that note, there was a guy. It's a brilliant idea. It's petty. It's not even worthwhile, but I would do the same thing. A dude had 100 cell phones, okay? He has them all on, and he puts them in one car, and then he drives that car down some random road in like Europe or whatever the hell it was, like for 2 blocks, and it's a road that normally has 0 traffic on it. Mm-hmm. But he drives his car to keep us about 7 miles an hour down this road. He can probably do 40, and again, it's never congested. But the way Google Traffic or something works, it says there are 100, because it goes by your phone.
Sure.
There's 100 vehicles that are only moving 7 miles an hour on this road. So he's been deflecting traffic basically off of his street around rush hour every day, because it's like everyone just looks at their map. They don't actually look at the street. So I have these 100 cell phones. God only knows why he has them all, but he puts them in a car, and it's like I drive my car about 7 miles an hour. The way the algorithm works, it goes traffic is moving at 7 miles an hour on a road that you can normally go 40, and there's 100 cars.
And they'll give you a warning, slow traffic in this area.
So
avoid, here's an
people are avoiding
route.
this, and I'm like, that is brilliant.
Speaking of which, a woman in the UK was in an Uber where the driver drove straight into a canal. And
I saw that.
And still charged her.
Yeah, she was like, look, man.
Still charged her?
Yes, that's why it's the story. It's not that they got thrown in the canal. She's like, I got a bill.
Right. I still had to pay for this.
You drove me into a canal.
Right, I didn't get to my destination. You did not fulfill your end of the deal. I give you money, you take me where I'm supposed to go. You didn't do your part.
And it's not like you dropped me off at a 7-Eleven. You drove into a canal.
Right. I'm wet. A new survey asked people to name the biggest ways they treat their pets like children. We all hear that. Oh, my fur baby.
I hear that from people that do not have children, yes.
Putting a sweater on them.
Oh, God. Yeah.
When it's cold.
Clothes.
To make sure, like, wear a coat.
Putting them in strollers.
I luckily have not seen that one yet.
You have not seen that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
First time I saw it, I was at Pike Place Market. I was eating outside, and this woman walks by, and she had a stroller. She's walking a little weird, and as the stroller went by, and it's packed down there, but no one else is really looking at the stroller. And I'm like, hey, babe, either that woman is the ugliest goddamn baby ever born. I'm pretty sure she had a dog in there. And she's like, oh, people are doing it all the time now. And then I couldn't stop seeing it.
Mm-hmm. You're supposed to be out with the dog to walk the dog. Take the dog some exercise.
Yeah, let's say take the dog for a walk. I think you misunderstood the entirety of the meaning.
So here are the top 10 ways people treat their pets like their kids. Number 10, wearing matching outfits with them. 21% of people do that.
If I see you, I will hurt you.
I think it depends on the size of the dog. I've said this before, but sorry. It's fun dressing up little dogs.
I will say
But would you dress like
I mean, if I got it in a Maryland shirt, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Take sports out of it. I
was going to say, like, if you want to put like a Seahawk bandana,
sure, I
or
get
game
that.
jersey on your dog on Sunday, yes, go ahead, because you've got a jersey on. But I wouldn't leave the house like that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I could see myself. He's wearing a little red vest. I'm wearing a red vest.
I feel like on the day of the game, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the day of the game, I'm taking my dog for a walk. He's got his stuff on.
That's the extent of my dog and I wearing the same thing, is that he's got a Seahawks collar and I've got my Seahawks jersey.
Don't lie. Last time I saw you wearing the same damn shirt.
Damn it, dude.
And
Number
the
9.
tux, that's your Oscar party.
He does look good in that bow tie. Number 9, buying clothes for them. 27% of people buy clothes for their animals.
I don't get that.
I don't know. I'm like, you got all that fur.
I just assume you're gone.
I mean, he's got sweaters for when it gets cold enough outside, but even then we don't
What
put
is
them
the
on him.
temperature? How cold does it have to be?
It is the dead of
before
winter.
you are willing to physically walk out of your home and be seen with your sweater-wearing dog?
There is snow on the ground. There is.
Do you have a raincoat?
Yes.
See, I think that's a practical thing, just to try to keep the dog somewhat dry.
It's been a long while since we put the raincoat on him, just because I think he's kind of grown out of it. But there was a time where he did have a raincoat, and we did physically take the time to put the raincoat on him.
I don't know. It's cold. Put a sweater on the little bastard.
My grandpa had a dog that was a very small, short-haired dog. The dog never didn't have a sweater on it, but I understood that. This is a dog for more like the Arizona climates.
Mm-hmm.
Up here in Washington, where it's cold as hell, comparatively, put a sweater on my dog.
Chihuahuas don't really have a lot of hair on their body to begin with because they're not indigenous to this area.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're supposed to be in like 105-degree heat.
They're from a place called Chihuahua.
Right.
Top 10. That is true. There's Chihuahua, Mexico.
Right.
There are here are the top 10 ways people treat their pets like their kids. Number 8, potty training them.
Well, I hope so.
Well, potty train or house break. I mean, like, I got my dog to poop outside, but it's not like...
Right.
But that's the extent of the deal. I'm still responsible for picking it up.
But there is that trend of people that are trying to get their cats to poop inside of a toilet.
Listen, if I could get the cat to do it, I would.
100%.
Because the dog always goes outside. And the cat has the litter box, but when you go to change the litter, it's like, if we could flush this bad boy away, we'd all be in agreement.
Yeah, man. Number 7, throwing a birthday parties.
No.
Yeah.
Because that's really the day you got them. I mean, do you really go back and check?
I know a lot of people that get dogs gifts or like doggy cakes, but I don't know anybody that throws a party.
Not a part. I mean, you might get some dried pig ears.
Yeah, throw them a Frosty Paws.
Yeah, you do, Ted. All right. Top 10 ways people treat their pets like their kids. Yeah, I already went through this list.
Are you guilty?
No, I'm not. Number 6,
Is your household?
Number 6, buying them presents for the holidays.
No.
Yeah, we used to buy Tigger gifts.
Like what kind of gifts? I mean, we might grab
like a bone or a new toy.
A rawhide bone.
Sure.
Right.
I'm glad to get him a diamond ring.
Or a new sweater, new mouses, new bow ties.
We still put his stocking. My mom still puts his stocking up.
Oh, we have the stocking.
R.I.P. Tigger.
Maybe some people would possibly wrap their gifts because he really likes to unwrap things on Christmas morning.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
you got a bad
He's
man.
advanced.
It's a different level.
He loves it. Top 10 ways people treat their pets like their kids. Number 5, creating a social media account for them. Thank God, no.
No.
46%.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, a lot of people do, and I follow some of them.
People do.
Shout out to Soto. You're the man. I love you, dog.
My requirement is that, I don't know, it just has to be a really ugly animal.
Yeah.
Like, if it's really ugly, I feel more compelled to watch, because I feel like whatever text you're going to type will be funnier. Or the website catsthatlooklikehitler.com. Check it out. They're not kidding.
It's hilarious.
I would follow that.
I just have a buddy, his fiance's dog is just very photogenic. It's like a wiener dog with and he always looks like perfect, and he's wearing a little vest. Every time I'm like, God damn, I love
If
that.
you're going to have a gag with it, absolutely. But I'm sorry, your cat just sitting there being a cat and you're uploading photos as if it's doing it, that doesn't work for me. No, put a dog with a little cigar in its paw or something like that. I mean, do something
let me
stupid.
see the dog out. Like, sometimes this dog... I really like this
Sunbathing.
dog. Or it's like out at a brewery and it looks like he's about to have a beer.
Right.
I need a
That's
picture
funny.
of you and your dog just sitting on a couch.
Right. And it's on his Instagram account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top 10 ways people are treating their pets like their kids. Number 4, spending quality time with them.
Well, yeah.
Which, if you're the
you
only other
should.
one in the house, yeah, you bet.
Yeah, you should walk the dog at least a couple times a day.
Well, I think it depends, because, with a dog, it's easy to spend quality time. They don't give you a choice.
Right.
As soon as I'm going to call my dog Shakira now, because she's shaking her hips so much when she sees me walking to the house. And this is every day. She gets this weird look on her face. Open the door, and she's basically at face level with the first jump. Super happy to see you. Wants to hang out on the couch, play tug of war. I go and see the cat, scratch her head twice. She's like, peace.
Do you call your dog the actual dog's given name?
Yes.
See, I find that most people who have a dog and or cat never call the animal what their name is that they named it.
They have to be in trouble because then they get the real name.
It's like 6 names deep at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I always call the dog dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's generally like dog.
I call
And cat,
But
yeah.
at the end of it, I call Dr. Gomez Stymie.
Stymie.
Come on down
Sometimes
there.
it's worse with children.
Depending on my mood.
Well, no, I just mean like people have different names, and like sometimes like, what the hell is your kid's name?
Well, I always like it when we named them so-and-so so that we could call them so-and-so. All right, so you meet the kid as, I don't know, Mickey. Oh, somebody said, well, the actual name is Mickey. Like, what? Why is it? Well, we just wanted to call him Mickey. I'm like, well, why didn't you just name him
Name
Mickey?
him Mickey.
It's fine. Like, if you want to call your kid Bob, just name him Bob. It doesn't need Robert if you have no intention of calling, like, what'd you name your kid? Babatunde. Why?
Right.
I would call him Jason. It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me.
Miles, you kind of hit it on the head just a little bit ago. Number 3, making sure they get enough exercise, 53%.
I think that's important for anybody. That's part of the reason you should get a dog. So you get you out. You know what I mean? So,
Gets me out.
obviously the dog's going to get some exercise too.
Reluctantly. Number 2, sharing food with them. 54% of people share food with their animal.
No.
I think that's something that you should avoid doing if you can.
Yeah.
Because then it's problematic anytime you're eating anything.
If it falls on the floor, it's yours.
Yeah.
But that's why the dog hovers around the children.
Yeah.
Like those weird fish with the sharks.
And that's fine.
You know what I mean?
You got to
Like-
vacuum.
Right. As soon as the kids grab a plate of food, the dog knows, like, ooh, they're the sloppy ones.
Could also be why the dog jumps up on the couch every time it's dinner time.
You got a bad man.
Cat's in my face.
A lot of red flags there going on, Mike.
None at all. Top 10 ways people treat their pets like their kids. Any ideas on the number 1 answer?
Does it happen in your house?
Yeah.
Sleep in the bed.
Sleeping in the bed. Any other guesses?
I don't know.
Taking a bath with you? I don't
Taking
know.
a bath?
God.
I really hope it's not that.
This is the number one way people treat their pets like their kids. 54% of people make sure that they eat a healthy diet.
Okay.
We can't get
fair.
Yeah, that's okay.
We got to get
Some
some
of those
type
dogs
of food.
eat better than humans.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like that's fair to the degree of like, look, I brought you into my home. I kind of owe it to you to make sure that
Right.
you're healthy.
I know people who've cooked for their dogs.
Yeah.
You know, just go make some rice and throw in some chicken or whatever else. Just kind of bag it up and throw it in the freezer. It's basically the same thing that you see in a cooler when you go to one of the higher end pet stores. You know, it's like real food, carrots and all that crap in there.
Yeah, I would never do that.
No,
But-
I wouldn't either. I don't even prep for myself.
I mean, there's no effort. Right, I'm not cooking a meal in advance for my dog. Like, no, if it falls on the floor, it's yours. That's our agreement.
A man in the UK got an interesting birthday gift from his friends.
What'd he get?
Tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?